Samsung, the company that makes your phone, your TV, your laptop, probably every gadget in your house. Can you guess what their first product was? Nope, not calculator, not even an LED. It was noodles and dried fish. I'm not kidding. To find out the crazy transition from dry to fish to high-tech gadgets, we're gonna have to travel back in time all the way to 1938. In 1938, Korea, long before the word tech even existed, a young businessman named Lee Byung-chul opens a tiny trading shop in Daeju. He calls it Samsung Shenghoi. But this Samsung wasn't selling gadgets. In fact, it was far away from gadgets. It sold noodles, local groceries, and dried fish. And they shipped those to China and Manchuria. Samsung's trading business took off fast. Within a few years, Lee moved his headquarters to Seoul. The company was thriving. But then, everything stopped. In 1950, the Korean War breaks out. Lee was forced to abandon Seoul overnight. The business was gone. The country was in ruins. And yet, he didn't give up. In exile down in Busan, he started again. This time with sugar. He founded Korea's first sugar refinery. Then in 1954, he built the nation's largest wool spinning mill. From sugar to textile, Samsung was literally helping rebuild Korea from ground up. And Lee didn't stop there. Insurance, retails, securities, Samsung was quietly transforming into full-scale industrial empire. By 1960, Samsung was no longer just a company. It was an empire. But Lee wanted more than factories and sugar mills. He wanted to bring technology to Korea. In 1969, Samsung stepped into a brand new world: electronics. They founded divisions like Samsung Electromechanics, Samsung Semiconductors and Telecommunications, and opened a huge facility in Suwon. Their first product? A simple black and white television. But here is the ultimate power move. Samsung owned the country's most popular TV network. Lee was selling TV and running TV channels at the same time. But Samsung wasn't done yet. The next stop? The road. In 1990s, Samsung entered automobiles. They built sleek sedans under the name Samsung Motors. Designed in Korea, powered by European tech. For a moment, it looked like Samsung would challenge Hyundai head-on. Then came 1997, Asian financial crisis. Sales crashed, economy collapsed, and Samsung Motors became a billion-dollar burden. To survive, Samsung had to sell its dream. In the year 2000, Renault bought it, and the brand became Renault Samsung Motors. A hard reset, but a crucial one that kept the rest of the Samsung alive. The loss forced Samsung to double down on what it did best: electronics and innovation. And that decision would change everything. The car business may have stalled, but inside the labs of Samsung Electronics, something far bigger was coming alive. Chips, displays, semiconductors, the invisible guts of every gadget on Earth. In 1992, the gamble paid off. Samsung became the world's largest memory chip maker. 10 years earlier, they weren't even in the map. Then came the LED revolution. In 1995, Samsung created its first LCD screen. And by the 2000s, their display were powering Sony's own TVs. Eventually, even Sony gave up competing and partnered with them. By late 1990s, Samsung wasn't just Korean anymore. They built factories across Europe, Japan, and the US. Every phone, every TV, every brand you knew probably had a Samsung chip beating inside it. Then came the smartphone revolution. In the 2000s, Samsung Research Lab in Warsaw, Poland shifted from set-top box to digital TVs and mobile software. Their work gave birth to something historic: the Samsung Galaxy. By 2012, Samsung overtook Nokia to become the #1 mobile phone maker in the world. The Galaxy line exploded, sleek, fast, and everywhere. But success comes with enemies. Apple sued Samsung for patent infringement, a courtroom war worth over $1 billion. Yet, Samsung didn't flinch. Just when Samsung thought it had survived its biggest battle, it faced a new one. Not in courtroom, but in people's hand. The Galaxy Note 7, a flagship masterpiece, started catching fire. A full global recall, billions lost, and Samsung's reputation in the flames. But instead of fading out, Samsung did unthinkable. They improved their battery design, safety testing, and product strategy. And the next generation sold even more Samsung Galaxy models. But here is the crazy part. Even if you buy an iPhone or a Google Pixel instead of a Samsung, Samsung still makes money from it. How? Well, inside those phones, you'll still find Samsung's chips and OLED screens. That's the real power of Samsung. Even their biggest enemies run on their technology. Speaking of rivals, did you know once Apple was saved by its worst enemy? Check that video down here.